back for the restart. On the inside, here comes Eddie Carrier Jr. The Salt Rock Express to the inside, looking for the lead. Off of turn 4, he's trying to get there. Eddie Carrier Jr. to the lead at Richmond. So the Salt Rock Express going to the number 1 spot. Back straightaway, powering back is Irvin Vance on the outside. Talk about upset stories. Beaver, Kentucky's Irvin Vance knows about doing that on the Renegades of Dirt. He won a big race at With Raceway, his only win of his career in modifieds. A couple of years ago at With. Now he's trying to win Heat 1. But the legend of modifieds and super late models, Eddie Carrier Jr. is right there with him. Ricky Arms is there in the number 3 spot now. Back straightaway, they go into turn 3 on the final lap. Here they come. Off of turn number 4 to the checkered flag. Give it to the Salt Rock Express of Eddie Carrier Jr. Eddie Carrier Jr. will take heat race number 1. So that's the way it'll finish out. All right, race fans, finishing in 4th, the car number 24, the law firm of Michael Paul Howard. Taking 3rd, the Gallipolis, Ohio, the car number 0, Mark Dixon. Runner-up in heat race number 1, the car number 20P out of Beaver, Kentucky. Give it up to Mr. Irvin Vance. And your Heat 1 winner, presented by Arizona Sports Shirts in the car number 13. He comes to us, of course, out of Salt Rock, West Virginia, in the Outlaw by Brother Motorsports Shaw. Genesis Race Shocks, entry number 13, the Salt Rock Express of Eddie Carrier Jr. Heat race number 1 is again presented by the fine folks at Sunoco Racing Fuel. The essence of racing is Sunoco, the official fuel of the Renegades of Dirt.
Wesley, I want you to tell the Heat 2 crowd that the scoreboard was wrong and lateral run.
Race fans, I want to let you know that the scoreboard was incorrect. There were 8 laps raced. We kept up with it here in the tower. I know it's showing 8 laps or 6 laps on the scoreboard, but there were 4 laps. Whenever it was showing 2 laps on that last caution flag, something went on with the lap counter, so we were correct. We did run an 8-lap heat race, not 6 laps. And again, a word from Sunoco, our Heat Race 1 sponsor.
Hi, Todd. I see you on your fancy mobile application.
It's the new Sunoco app. I can pay straight from my phone, so I save time.
What about saving our relationship, Todd?
Is that a thing?
The new Sunoco mobile app. Just tap, pump, go.
Ready for OTP Industrial Solutions Heat Race number 2. Top 4 transferring into the show. Let's give you your starting lineup on the pole. Zach Attack out of Lexington, Kentucky. Zach Powers from Concord Flying Ryan Ayers. Run number 2, Braden Berry, 75. And Mitch Thomas at 97. You got Ohio and Maryland represented, row 2. Victor Lee, winner last night of the 4, followed by David Adams. And, of course, Oscar the Grouch Marshall in 33. There we go. There's the lineup. We're underway in heat number 2. OTP Industrial Solutions heat race number 2 is green. Field roars and a sunset on the rest into the speedway in the 3 and 4. Back into 1 and 2 now. Damage on Braden Berry's modified. You see it on the monitor here as he makes his way into 3 and 4. Up the racetrack goes the Lincoln Leadfoot from Lincoln, Kentucky. Victor Lee in the 4. And slipping his way around there. Remember, the top 2 finishers in the 4 heat races will redraw for the feature race later tonight. Victor Lee got the redraw from finishing 2nd in heat 4 last night to drawing the pole. And there goes great racing between Braden Berry and the number 4. Victor Lee to the outside of the racetrack. He'll power his way off of turn 4. Getting a little loose there for a minute. Looking to the inside. Back one more time. Up the racetrack went Lee. Lee is there. Halfway home. 4 down and 4 to go in heat race number 2. Back straight away. Back straightaway into the third turn. To the inside, Braden Berry. One more time, Victor Lee to the outside. There's your leader. Pop glimpse of him off the corner of Zach Powers, the man out of Richmond, Kentucky, originally from Lexington, Kentucky in the 33Z. But there goes that battle for second, heating up. Still got that little sheet metal down there on the side of the fender of the left rear, or the left driver's side, of Braden Berry's car. Got tongue-tied there for a minute off the corner as Braden Berry hits his marks off of turn 2 to the back straightaway. The Lincoln Leadfoot, Victor Lee, he's right there in third. But they're going to come to the line this time by off turn 4. They'll see the white flag waving from the flyby shot. One more lap to go in heat race number 2. Drivers negotiate their way around turns 1 and 2. To the back straightaway. Braden Berry and Victor Lee battle for second. But here is your heat 2 winner across the line. Just then, the 33Z of Zach Powers. What a way of turning things around after struggling and having so many issues yesterday in the race for Friday night's event for the preliminary. Man, he's turned things around here for sure in the driver of that number, 33Z. Ladies and gentlemen, Richmond Raceway, you know him very well. Give it up to Zach Attack, Zach Powers! Top 4 to go to the scales to make it official, finishing in 4th again. The number 97, that's going to be Mitch Thomas out of Oakland, Maryland. In 3rd, the driver, of course, the Lincoln Leadfoot of Victor Lee, winner last night of the 4-car. Runner-up in heat race number 2 is the number 75 out of West Portsmouth, Ohio, of Braden Berry. And your heat 2 winner, presented by OTP Industrial Solutions, driver of the car, number 33Z from Lexington, Kentucky, now from Richmond. Give it up to Zach Attack, Zach Powers. Heat race number 2 is presented by the fine folks at the Partners of the Renegades of Dirt, OTP Industrial Solutions. OTP is staffed with technical knowledge and broadband support by passionate people who share the founder's vision of delivering the technical expertise, great value, excellent service, and working with integrity, and are planning for continued growth. For more information, visit them at otpnet.com. Dave Poski, heat race number 3 is coming up next. Getting ready for heat race number 3, another 8-lap heat race for the dirt car racing Renegades of Dirt on the front row, the number 33. Where are you? Looking for the 33 of Chris Meadows, but he is nowhere to be found. Huh? Chris Meadows has decided to drop out of this heat race, is what I've been informed. Oh, no. Problems for cranking Chris Meadows. He was the fast qualifier in Group B. Chris Meadows on the outside. He's out. So it's Jimmy Crabtree and Mike Altabelli, row 1. That's the C8 or the 8C of the 95. Daniel Hill and David Webb, row 2. Rich Michael Jr. and Greg Bentley right there. That's your lineup. We're taking 4. Everyone else to the B main. And watch this battle between 95 and 17. They are 1 and 2 also for the Dirt Car Racing Renegades of Dirt National Championship picture. To the line. Green is out. We're underway. Heat 3. We're negotiating 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Krabby jumps out to the early lead. Jimmy Crabtree. And while that goes on, Altabelli goes to the outside lane, pushed up the racetrack. And he's right there with the man that is running with him for that number 1 position for the championship. But meanwhile, a 3-car battle for the lead as Crabtree's in it. Here comes also David Webb up the outside. In the bottom of the racetrack is Daniel Hill. Back to the line, 2 laps in of 8. Heat number 3, presented by Dave Poski's High Octane Performance Parts. Off of turn 2, battle for the lead there. There's Crabtree again with Webb. They power their way into turn 3 here at Richmond. Crabtree back to the inside, looking for a run. Nothing there. Back to the corner, back to the line. Working now lap 3 of 8. 5 in. Coming to halfway this time by Jimmy Crabtree leading the way. Crabtree off the corner. Another lap in. The modifieds back at a 1 and 2. Crabtree, followed by Webb, Hill, Altabelli. You see him at 95 just a moment ago, but there's the top two. So they come off the corner just after halfway. 5 in of 8. 3 remaining. Watching these drivers battle with Crabtree. Crabtree down to the inside. He'll carry Webb with him. They'll stay single file now as they work their way into turn number 3. Here comes Webb trying to close in 2 car lengths more to the inside as they'll make their way off of turn number 4. Back to the line, another lap on the board. Now make it 2 to go. Bullhorns are up on the flag stand, this time by the man went on vacation in the Grand Strand of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Had a struggling run last night, but things are on the up and at him for the big money show tonight. Here comes Krabby. Jimmy Crabtree cross the line. The white flag goes in the air. 1 more lap to go in heat race number 3. Crabtree down the backstretch, hitting turn number 3. Working lap number 8. Coming to the line. Checkered flag. Krabby does it at Richmond. Jimmy Crabtree will take heat race number 3. They'll go to the scales to make it official. The top 4. Ladies and gentlemen, the current points leader in the dirt car race over against the dirt modifieds in the Roman race cars. Rocket number 95. Give it up to, again, the driver of Mike Altabelli. He finishes 4th, finishing 3rd. Winner of the Dixon Classic back at Tyler County on the 4th of July weekend. In the car number 8 out of Morganton, West Virginia, Daniel Thrill Hill. Runner-up in the car number B2. How about it, race fans? Give it up to the number 2 machine of David Webb, the show killer, and the man of the number B2 putting it on there. And your Heat 3 winner. Heat 3 winner in the car number 8C. Somebody that's very known well here at Richmond. He just exited the racetrack. Give him a round of applause. Krabby, Jimmy Crabtree. Heat race number 3 was presented by Dave Poskey Performance Parts. At Poskey's Performance Parts, they're operating a 14,000 square foot headquarters in Parkersburg, West Virginia. Poskey's pledges to you is the way that they do everything possible to sell you the right part at a fair price and get it to you also on time. From individual components to complete race cars, Poskey has you covered. For more information, visit the Poskey website at poskey.com. That's POSKE.com. Dave Poskey of Octane Performance Parts. Heat 4, the final heat race, is next. Heat race number 4, taking 4. Everyone else goes to the B main. On the pole, the number 38 entry. That's going to be Aaron Branham. To his outside, Austin Francis in 11. Row number 2, Seth Daniels from Jackson, Ohio, winner of the Red Frederick Memorial Modified Race at Elkins, along with Drake Troutman the Kid in 7. And you've got also Chad Roush, Henry Sizemore, and Matthew Edmonston. There's your lineup. They're ready to go. Heat race number 4 underway. Presented by the fine folks at Dixon Racing Shocks. Who's your racing tire, Heat 4? Thank you to Who's Your Racing Tire. Dixon Race Shocks is our hot lap qualifying sponsor. Great battle going on here. 3 cars for the lead. Off of 4. Branham falling back to 2nd. Francis is out in front of that number 11. They power their way to the inside, back into 1 and 2. Francis on the back straightaway. Into the corner. Branham is there to the inside. Francis is also there. Here come the modified. The Warlords off of turn 4, back to the corner. Francis followed by the 38 car. He's there of Aaron Branham. Seth Daniels, Drake Troutman, the Kid is also there. On the bottom, he's looking for 3rd. Drake Troutman in the 7 modified. You just seen him fly by on the monitor. Had worked all night long thrashing to get that car fixed as you're riding on board with Francis now in 11. Here they come off of turn 4 just after halfway. 3 to go. Clean race so far.